Hey everybody, so as promised, I want to do more recording now that I have a computer I can actually do video editing on. And everyone's like, don't buy a camera, you have a phone. Which is not what I wanted when I asked for recommendations, but I guess it's somewhere to start. I figured a good place to begin would be a studio tour. So, forgive my eye focus, this is my first time doing this in a very long time, so I'm looking at my camera. I'll give you a quick look around, not at everything, but it's a small space, so don't expect much. We start at the door. So suspenseful. This is a delicious art piece. I will put a link down below from a friend of mine who is also a trans brother and fellow Overwatch buddy of mine that I keep up here. One day it'll get framed where it belongs. Very quick flash of the closet that is very big. My altar that needs remodeling from the season change, clearly. This is all of my, whoa, how do you say, stationery for, like, thank you cards for when people actually buy things off my shop. This is a beautiful guitar that I unfortunately neglect. She's collecting dust and watches me very forlornly. More of a closet. Used to be pop dolls back there, but somebody stole a couple of them, so we're not going there. This is more where the fun stuff happens. We got my D&D books. This does not include the actual DM's kit, which is in that brown bag over there. That's got the DMG, the player's handbook, monster manual, all the stuff I need for actual gameplay, character sheets. This is just the campaign books and other tabletop stuff I have. I have that Coyote and Crow, which I did support on Kickstarter, and the SCP Tabletop RPG, which honestly, even if I just use for mechanics for gun design, it's going to be pretty awesome. Business cards, posters, things that need to be framed, including the original watercolor for the Blake's Dungeon logo. One day that's going to be in a beautiful frame up on a wall somewhere. Then, for all you people who know me at Scum, this is my box of shiny things. I know some of you don't care about this, but I did spend quite a bit of money in building this collection. Still don't wear half of it, but this is where all my shinies are. You can see which ones are used the most. But yes, this is all nail polish colors. I started doing nail polish as a self-care routine during the pandemic, and it kind of got away from me, so I had to get it organized. That's a dice tower. These are actually potions. Here, I'll show you real quick. So these are not in the shop yet. I've been building them. Little bottles, and they've got dice in them to sell as health potions for your tabletop games. I have the D4s done. I also have a bag of D8s for the Pathfinder crew. Those will go in the shop eventually. I think I did need photography for them, and then they'll go up. But soon. Okay? Soon. Yeah. And I'm doing this with one hand, okay? I'm recording on my phone. Everyone says that's good enough, but it's making me anxious. This is like batteries and bullshit. This is my washi tape. There's actually quite a bit in here. There's way too much in here. I was like hardcore bujoing for a while, so I've got all my stickers in here for when I actually do my paper bujos, which I do on occasion when I have the spoons for it, which I always don't. This is the manhood in a box. If you know what it is, you know what it is. This is another cool Kickstarter. I did the Herbalist flashcards. It came with a book and a poster and this really cool flashcard deck. So it's got like the magical properties and medicinal properties of plants and stuff. I do have the witch game I'm planning on doing. It's like a Stardew Valley-ish thing, and I was going to use that as some source material for homework and things. This is the very sad beginning of my library. Used to have a very big library, and it's gone now. And this is Cody and Kawati Mundi, who I got as a souvenir, as a trip on Ocean City, Maryland. That sounds right. Snacks, work shirt, don't judge me. This is where some of the magic happens. Don't pay attention to that, that's spoilers. Got my very low-key ironing situation here. I was working in polyester, so there's towels and a low setting on the steamer that I recently got. And this beautiful creature right here is a vintage Singer sewing machine. I still haven't looked up the serial number to know exactly how old she is, but she's got to be at least 50, 70 years old. Old enough to be my grandmother, so she's absolutely delightful. And it's my new favorite thing in the world. This used to be my puzzle corner, but it got kicked out of the way. Old Bujo's very sparkly notebook that's supposed to have my shirt designs in it for when I go to cons and events and like festivals and stuff where I can sell at craft fairs. This is all art markers right here. This, you see how it's collecting dust. I don't art as much as I need to because I have to have spoons to art and I don't always feel that great. Then this is just more Bujo stuff. I've got my Happy Planner punch there. Nail polish remover to go with the nail polish. Some more collectibles. I've got some Vox Machina pops for sale if anyone wants them. They're up on Hobby Town USA or whatever the website is. I could put up the link below if you guys are curious. This is also another gift from a friend. Yeah, I was a McHanzo fan. Technically, this is my Feng Shui romance corner. You see how sad it is. But that was my attempt at getting involved. I also had a friend gift me these expansion packs for Cards Against Humanity. But I don't have Cards Against Humanity, so it's just expansion packs, which is kind of embarrassing. That's the box for Luke, but Luke is all the way over there. Somebody went to one of his concerts and got it signed, and I'm like, that's so smart. Why didn't I think of that? Moving along, this is all storage. This is all my suitcases and finished products for the shop that aren't sold yet. I've got more stuff up here. There's my Stranger Things Afghan. This is the beginning of a, what is it called? Nyan Cat scarf. I was going to do like a rainbow scarf with the Nyan Cat at the end. Never got there. Yarn stash. That is some angel wings that I will go into later. And some other miscellaneous yarn projects. And my vinyl records collection, which I will go through at another time. That's actually a good idea for a music video. I got some over there that I got recently. This is my bed. It's not. Oh, hi. Oh, this is another fun thing I have. Yes, I have a Kigurumi. Or a Daikimakura. I originally wanted the Cassidy one because I just love the expression on his face. Again, I'll put a link below for the artist. She's amazing. I found her at Anime Expo. And she's like, I'm out of the McCrees, but I can get you a McHanzo. And I was like, I will take it. So this is crafting supplies, spoilers, my very nice headphones, and a condenser mic that I got gifted from my parents because they don't like to support me being trans, but they'll overcompensate by buying me shiny things, so I'll take it. This beauty over here is my new computer. New to me anyway. I got it from a friend who used to use it for streaming. It was missing a couple of important pieces, like the hard drive. So much easier to get a new hard drive and finish building it than buying a new one. And up top we have the beautiful Mr. Mollymock. Let me get you some better lighting for that, so you can enjoy this dapper fellow. This is Mr. Mollymock Tea Leaf from Critical Role. Trying to get your lighting so you can see him. My beautiful circus devil boy. I love this character way the hell too much. So when I had a chance to buy one, I did. I'm not a gamer, I promise. I just have a really obnoxious, colorful keyboard. And junk food, because who doesn't? So I have this thing where I put my tablet up here, and it generally just plays YouTube, or Spotify, or Critical Role, or whatever I'm watching. Bernadette Banner a lot. The monitor, nothing crazy fancy. That's me going through my Facebook. A Keurig that, as you see, is collecting dust and not actually being used. And a attempt at a tea cupboard behind it. And a fly tape, which isn't really being used at the moment, which is nice, because I was having a fruit fly problem, and it's gone now. This is my button machine. I tell people button machine, they always mishear me, but this is for the little snapback buttons that you get, that you go pay $3 for a Hot Topic or whatever. I make my own. It's very cool. I have another one of these Squishmallows. There's like half a dozen of them floating around. This is one of my favorite mugs. I've rebought it 3 times every time it gets broken or lost, which is stupid. And Luke Spiller, who I had quite a crush on last year. I'm trying to get over it. I will move on eventually. Scooby-Doo that I had for a Shaggy costume I did for Halloween, and a very dapper Pengu for that same situation. We're not going to go into all of these file cabinets because they're not mine and I'm not going through them. I have my stash of liquid courage for really bad days. There's some Screwball, which is my favorite thing in the world. Shout out to the Screwball guys. That is a small local company here in California. And then the Kraken, which is another one of my favorite spirits. 94 proof black spice rum. Don't DM without it. Seriously, I pull out Kraken and Coke for my games, and my players look at me like I'm nuts, but I'm not DMing sober. They're nuts. This is another piece from a friend of mine who does his own acrylic. I can't remember what the hell you call this, but he makes like cups and dice trays, and he's giving me all kinds of cool stuff. And he made this one for me using my Blake's Dungeon sticker, and it's pretty wonderful. And I don't even use it because it's too damn pretty, and it just sits on my desk. It reminds me that I actually accomplished something. This is a happy planner, kind of a menu from work. We'll not go into my adapter that we're going to pretend I don't have stashed in a corner somewhere. This is just notebooks. I got a sketchbook. The Amazing Voiceover Voice Actor by Yuri Lowenthal and Tara Platt. Fantastic book if you want to get started. There's another notebooks that just need to be condensed. Actually, this one with the Shinigami on it is my game design notes that is specifically for game dev stuff. I recently built this one for recipes. So it's got like a teacup. Again, really cool artist I met at LA Comic Con. I will link down in the bio below. Oh, I'm going to have to make so many notes of finding all these artists and finding... I always want to make sure I credit my artists, though. I love my friends. Speaking of which, these are all sketchbooks that are not finished, and some colored pencils, because I art sometimes. I have an equalizer and a soundboard that I have no idea what to do with. I was part of the gift from the parents, but I'll take it. Magic stuff. One of these is a Book of Shadows. I'll let you guess which one it is. There's the Herbalist Primer I was talking about earlier. That's the book version. And House of Leaves, which I have been working on for far longer than I care to admit, because it is a mind-numbing book. In the best way, though, mind you. In a great way. But yes, this is kind of my situation here. I have the desk. All my bookshelves full of things that I'm not going to go into. I always have one big project in the corner that is a Pride Afghan I'll go into later. And yeah, I get to look at Mr. Molly every day. He makes me happy. And then I have this beautiful sewing situation that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Project I'm working on right now. So the goal is to get about 20, 30 videos made up and then put them all up at once and try to get this YouTube channel actually going. Well, I say queue it up at once anyway. So anyway, this is what I'm working with. I've been trying to organize everything and get things together now that I actually have a decent computer. I'm not basically working with my hands tied behind my back. So, and yes, I have this blocked out because I work late nights and I sleep through the morning. And it's very entertaining. There's a rainbow here. So anytime I'm listening to the Struts and he goes, a rainbow shines through your window, I always think of this situation I have here. Probably not what he was thinking about. Were you, honey? Probably not. Probably have crystals or something fancy. But anyway, this is my situation, and you see the post date, how long it's been since between I made this and when I posted this. So, yeah. Hi, YouTube. Make sure you guys give it a follow. Check us out on Patreon and all that jazz. Support's always appreciated. It's like, afford a much nicer, bigger studio than this very small space. Ta!